Hello and a warm witchy welcome to Kiely Rodni's Crime Cold Case and Mysteries, Tarot and Psychic Sessions. So today we're going to be looking at the case of Kiely Rodni, 16 years old. She's been missing since the 5th of August from Northern California camping ground, like national forestry type area. This was a gathering whereby there was going to be lots of students, and I feel that through the advertisement of this event, from what have been said, this sort of like got broadcast a lot wider, and then lots of different people turned up from different areas and all various age groups. Some of Kiely's friends were 18, and there's suggestions that there were many others there who could have possibly been like in their 20s or upward. So the police are trying hard to piece together what have happened. So the disclaimer for the whole of this video is, this is for respectful entertainment purposes only. This is not based on all fact. This is my spiritual perception and perspective only. Do not share any hate or harassment from this video, and please give law enforcement any information that you may have involving her disappearance. So with that said, we will now commence with the reading, and when you watch my video you will see that I forgot to do the disclaimer, and so this is hopefully going to attach onto the video in a smooth manner. So thank you all, and let's see how this goes. And as I'm linking in with her energy, I'm feeling really lightheaded. Extremely lightheaded. Her energy is making me feel like I'm feeling sick. I'm feeling sick. I just want to go home. That's all I want to do, is just go home. Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. Show me the way to go home. Tired and I want to go to bed. Okay. Kiely's energy. I need to read spirit. Can you please help? Please help her mum. Please. Just help. Okay. Right, okay. So, I do not believe Kiely's friend was involved in this, but what I'm feeling is that her one friend wanted to go and find a lift, so it was gonna be like, okay, whoever finds the lift, we'll just go. And then what I'm feeling is that the one friend found the lift. I think she looked around. I mean, she was intoxicated as well. There was so much going on, and she couldn't see. She couldn't see her. She couldn't see Kiely. So being inebriated and intoxicated, you think differently, and I feel she went and had a lift. then I'm feeling that Kiely went looking for her. Kiely couldn't find her friend who had found a lift. And what I'm feeling is that there might be a confusion over a phone call, because what I'm feeling is that Kiely may have spoken to her friend but realised that her friend had already got the lift and was like gone. And then I feel Kiely she just wanted to be home. She was tired. She'd regretted staying out. She felt sick. She wished she hadn't have drunk so much. Because initially, when there was like a really good vibe going on and everyone was in the buzz of everything, and it was almost as if what I'm feeling is some people said, oh, come on, just, drink, we'll stay out, we'll make the most of it. But I think then, as time turned, then it started to become less of a nice environment to be in. And I think, people had drunk too much very quickly. And I just feel Kiely thinking, why did I drink this? Why did I do this? She was tired. She was also feeling mad because her friends weren't around. But what I'm feeling is she was sat in her car, and I'm feeling sat in her car on her phone. And like when you're on the phone and the phone lights up, I'm feeling somebody seen the phone lit up. And she also had like the window down too. So partially down, and then someone started talking to her. And Kiely is a very sociable, bubbly person. And I feel she's talking to this guy through a gap in the window. Kiely, I need the energy of Kiely. Why on earth did she have all alcohol in her car? This is bothering me. Why did Kiely have all this alcohol in her car? Can you show me why? Okay, so, right, okay. So basically, it wasn't Kiely's intention to drink when she went there. I do feel, though, that possibly she may have been thinking about something else, allegedly, and I do want to sort of she wasn't going to drink alcohol, is what I'm feeling. Like, I'm not saying there's something else, but it wasn't supposed to be alcohol. And what I'm feeling is like everyone was in this really, happy place, enjoying themselves. And I just feel plans went from going home to, oh, this stay out. And then when the mood changed, then it was like, oh no, you know, we need to go. But there's a phone call. There is definitely a phone call that I feel has been misconstrued. And I don't believe that it's like for malice or malicious purposes. I think this person's feeling like extremely guilty. And I would say they're sort of like polishing the last moments of last seeing them, but not because they've got anything to do with it, but because they know they just feeling I shouldn't have left them there, and I think they are overcompensating for this action. Okay, come on, show me. Can you show me some more energy? She was really disappointed that she had been left-ish. She was expecting to join back up with her friend, and both of them were supposed to be looking for this lift to get, like, you know, looking for people to have a lift, but the two of them were supposed to be leaving together, and I don't think she could find her, is what I'm feeling. I know I'm jumping a bit, but I keep going back to these moments of what happened. She was feeling quite poorly. She was mad at herself. I feel she was throwing up. I feel she just felt ill. And she just wished she hadn't. She did think about calling her mother. She was in the car. The phone was lit. The last phone call. She got mad, she did, because she was on the phone. She spoke to her friend, was really disappointed that her friend had left her when they were supposed to have been going and having a lift together. She also was quite mad that the reason she had been drinking was to have fun with her friends, and they had sort of like changed their mind. That's how the night went. It sort of went one plan turned to something else, and it never really it was sort of like people in that moment, and alcohol and everything else, your mood can change. But she was definitely sat in her car. Someone definitely, I'm feeling, spoke to her through the window. Oh my goodness, I've just realised I haven't even done a disclaimer. This is how like invested I am in this. What I'm going to have to do is record a disclaimer and just maybe add it on. Okay. Sorry about that. It's just literally, it's just being in the moment of this energy. I feel like someone was talking to her in a very sort of friendly manner. Obviously finding her very attractive. I'm not sure if they were in like hanging around by a car next to hers. A few of them like hanging by a car, music playing, car, and then they noticed her go in the car on her own. And then I'm feeling like this one, but I feel he got like really dark hair. I would say he's quite, but then this is like personal perspective, isn't it? But you know, sort of like, I would say, like rugged, handsome, something about him, you know. And I feel music. She's not well. He was really friendly. She started talking to him. Two cars left at the same time. Two cars left at the same time. She had got out and started talking to him. There's no judgment on this because, like, when we're 16, oh my goodness, our frames of minds are so different. I'm seeing like where she was, there was loads of like cannabis being smoked, gas. I'm seeing like, you know, solvent gas use. Whoever was driving with this guy, and there was others, maybe 3 or 4, whoever was driving there was a cannabis smoker, and had had maybe like a couple of beers maybe. But so what I'm feeling is that 2 cars left. So this guy had got into her car, and the plan was I've just had a moth, sorry, I've just had a moth go onto my tarot cards. You're not going to believe it. I wonder if, oh, it's going to fly. Maybe they'll fly by the phone. Can you see the moth? It landed on my tarot cards up there, so maybe I need to read those cards in a minute. Thank you, moth. Okay, so there was a second car. He got in her car. He was going to drive, and he did appear like, you know, concerned and quite genuine. And then the 2 cars went. So the plan was, I'm feeling that they were going to drop her and her car off. This was what was relayed to her, I should say, not what the plan actually was. The moth have gone on the same tarot cards again. Okay, so what I feel is that, and I hope I'm right in this because this is really sort of jumping back and forth. The plan was drop her in a car off to her mum's. Well, this is what she thought was going to happen. Then he gets back into his friend's car and they go. Unfortunately, what I'm feeling is that he the impulse of having a beautiful girl in the car, and I feel there was another pulling over point. Still the 2 cars. And then that's when I'm feeling things went wrong. her phone. See, this is the thing. She was intending to go home. It was like I can see that there. When she texted her mum, she had all intentions of going home. She wasn't at that point thinking she was going to spend all night there, because the plan was, the last moments was, her and her friend were both looking for a lift to get them out of there. Okay. My head feels so dizzy and heavy. Someone definitely took advantage of the situation, is what I'm feeling. Then everything goes wrong, doesn't it? Then everything then has to be covered up. I'm seeing someone's going to make this look like it was an accident, and it wasn't. Whoever they were, they just drove, they sorted whatever they needed to sort out. They're not going to rat on each other, but I tell you what they do need to do. I think because people are young and they like to be involved, and like, you know, when you're young, your ego sort of takes over a bit. I think they need to stop having, it's brilliant peers all talking to one another and sharing information, but I feel the information is getting convoluted. If they have the pictures of the cars that were there, because I'm seeing her car with others, then they were going to be able to find the cookies. So, you know, like, it's that trail, follow the cookies. So once they have the different photos, a type of puzzle will start to take place, and the cars that were there, because I'm feeling there was a considerable amount of cars there, but I'm feeling they could see the cars. This is just like wrong. But I can't see where. The phone is submerged. I do know that. The phone is damaged. The phone is damaged. The phone is damaged. They never took the phone. Whoever it was didn't take the phone. The phone is just damaged, hence why they just can't get anything from it. The car is damaged, but I'm also feeling heat. I'm extremely hot is what I'm feeling, hot, really hot. How many of them were there? Were there 5 or were there 4 in the other car? Were there 5 or were there 4 in the other car? Because I'm telling you, there was just so much going on with, and I do feel as well she did sort of take something else. But it's like, it was just all like in the moment. But her friend needs to like not overcompensate for everything, and if she can just recall the last conversation and moments with her differently, she's not going to get into any trouble for it. because I don't believe she had anything to do with it. But I do feel she is overcompensating because she knows the circumstance she was in, left in. And of course, you never, when you're intoxicated, you just go along with things. You never think anything bad is going to happen, and then the next day that something bad happens. The ex-boyfriend, I just feel he needs to pull his ego out of things a bit. I just don't know what all that's about. I think all this information share is all just becoming too messy. And like I'm feeling like it's like becoming precious. How can I explain? It's like, oh, I'm precious over that. Almost like grabbing it and thinking, I'll solve it. Because it's like wanting to prove. I'm going to prove myself. And it's like I can see sort of like not wanting to share everything because they want to prove a point. It's like being precious over things, and it's like this is delaying everything so much. I mean, you know, even I can see the people leaving this place and going, and I don't think anyone actually understands that if they've seen anything, other than the ones that were involved, obviously, but other people wouldn't even understand if something was up. The photos, I think, are going to have a lot of clues, which it takes time, you know, it takes time to get all that information gathered. So, you know, we can't sort of like say it's not happening. It is, it just takes a lot of time. And also people to think, oh gosh, do I want to be involved in this? What, you know, what consequences is there for me? But I think people start realising, like, I think what they're thinking is, oh, she'll be found. But then I think as it becomes more serious, I think then people will, I think parents are going to even like talk to their children and say, look, you were there. Is there anything you can share? I mean, obviously they're going to be a bit nervous because they don't want their children implicated or involved in anything. But I think some will. Okay, I'm going to pull some of those cards that the moth was on. Whoa. Oh, goodness me. Card one. She's not in a good way. Take that as you will. Perpetrator. Covering up, lying. She didn't drive the car herself. I can tell you that now. Look at those bats on his mind. Frightened to death that he's going to be found out. I keep feeling like getting a story straight. If anyone says anything, or if anything comes out, she just overdosed. And we panicked and we didn't know what to do. So if anything comes out, but what they're hoping is that people are going to look at it like she had drove herself and what have you. But the others, what I'm feeling is, look, if anything starts coming out, it's like she overdosed. We didn't know what to do. it's weird, you know, when I said earlier I felt hot. See the flames? I don't know about that, I'm not sure. Friends. Her friend just, I know her friend just got to say, look, that on the exact last conversation we had. The spider's web, deceit, lies. Weaving the web of deceit, lies. There, see, she's frightened. She just wasn't feeling well. Now it's funny because when I look at cards, right, and I know I'm talking quiet, but it's like 3 a.m, something like that. I know this sounds crazy, but I'm being drawn to this on her head. Ears, head, ear, neck. I just feel that's more like about being intoxicated, but I don't know about, I have to be honest, I don't get any feeling whatsoever off, where is he? I don't know who he is or what, it could just be he's come up to the cards, but I have no idea. So I'm just going to try some more. Yeah, see, like too much alcohol, other things. It's just like overindulging. Oh, there's her friends. I don't even think the reality of the situation is hitting in with her friends properly. It's like at the moment it's all the buzz of being involved and all this like attention. I don't think it's really hitting at home to them. It's like, yeah, even though some of them are older, maybe 18 and a half, but it's like, I'm just feeling it's all this buzz of this, all of this going on, the excitement of it all, the drama, that's what I'm looking at, the drama of it all. But I see, it's like that, it's like, it'll soon set in. But the ex-boyfriend needs not to be a hero. He just needs to like, let it go. Because I just feel too much mess, too much being precious over stuff. And it's not, like, I'm not saying it's a bad intention, but it's not a helpful intention, you know. I don't know what I'm doing there. Oh, burn, see the fire? Hot energy, hot energy. Oh gosh. See, you know, those baser instincts, losing control. Okay. I'm going to shuffle these and just see if anything does come. Because these are keywords, it's sort of more like, I made these just to help with like further assisted information. Because what you'll find with these, they're different when I shuffle them, because believe it or not, even though that's only like a piece of paper stuck across with sellotape, you would not believe the difference that makes in shuffling. It's sort of, you'll find with these, I'm not as like, and I know I get a feeling, like when you see like that, they just stick a bit, and like I can feel when they're not right. So like sometimes you'll see like they'll go like that, but I have no feeling or desire to read them. It's just simply because the way I've printed out words and stuck them on. If I had handwritten, I wouldn't have had this issue, but there you go, we live and learn. Live and learn. Now this, okay, don't feel them. Okay, gosh, so someone got their hair off. That's what I feel there. And then I'm feeling, let's have a look. That's the card I feel there. Come on, cards, can you just show me? These might not even come up with anything, but we'll just give it a go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can you show me anything, please, about Kiely? Can you show me anything about Kiely? Okay. So one person is the main person in this. And then we got mother. And then what we've got is this is going to lead to a load of conspiracy theories. And I am sensing, I don't know whether it's her phone's been thrown in water. I do keep seeing this, but I don't know what that means. But I'm also seeing like hot, I'm hot, I'm hot. But I have got water out, but I don't know whether because I felt the phone was submerged. But I'm feeling like hot. Yeah, there was the one person who had the wrong intentions, but I think others know. And it's not her friend. I don't feel her friend. I just think her friend made bad choices on the night, and and I think she's just, I don't know, just don't tell the world it, just tell the police it. Like, you know, no one's going to blame her for what happened. People are always going to judge. Gosh almighty, you can walk up the street and someone just judges you just for what you're wearing. So, you know, regardless. Okay. Opportunity. There you go. This person took the opportunity. Right, okay. So I do want to just flick a couple of more because I'm probably not going to do another reading on this one unless I'm drawn to again. Oh gosh, what is going on? Okay, seems a lot. They'll come out if they're meant. That's, I don't know, they didn't feel right. So, right, not Kiely. Oh, it is. That is the card that jumped out just now as well. Look at that. Lots of people Now on there it says 5. I wonder if that is significant. You know, when I said earlier, was there 4 or 5? But see, there's a group that were together, hanging about together. Then we got the 9 of Swords. There's that group. Then we've got the Ace, which I feel is like, even though it's like cups and that, but I feel it's like overflowing, and that's too much of what she had. And then I feel this is sort of representing her energy there, so that's interesting that they wanted to come back out again. So I'm just going to try. Concealed, hidden, hermit. They're going to make it look like they've tried to make it look like something else, is what I'm going to say. Like she was drink driving, but someone drove so far. Look at that, Knight of Swords, communication, ascending forward, the High Priestess. Look at that. All that spiritual energy over there. And then we've got the Queen of Swords. So I think here, this Queen of Swords is representing Mum. Her mother knows, her mother's intuition and gut feeling knows. I'm not sure about this one. I'm not sure. Maybe this is like the evidence. The evidence will prove itself. Any more? Any more? Is there anything else? Oh, I don't know. Oh, see, Knight of Wands we go. Again, those knights on the horses, and then I feel working hard. They'll get the clues. They'll solve it. They'll move forward with this. Look, Page of Cups, Moon, 9 of Cups, Page of Swords, and 8 of Cups. So those ones I'll show them as well. So these ones, I just feel like someone sort of trying to walk away from everything and sort of like hope no one ever finds them. Communication, as we know, is key in most things in life. So whatever evidence is communicated will help. They will be successful in finding out what really happened, even though I think it will be, like I said, there's going to be a difference in stories. Look, see, underhanded, there's things hidden in this, but I feel like the truth will come out. The moon energy, and we've got a full moon tonight as well. So I am going to just do one more, and that's it. Okay, is there anything of Kiely's energy that we do know? And she didn't run away. That's one thing. That's not even a thing in all of this. Can you show me? Oh gosh. The devil. That says 100 words. That do 100 words every time. Every single time. Maybe that's it. I don't need to know. That's all it needs to tell me. Oh, love her. Oh, she's a beautiful energy, beautiful person. But then that Four of Swords have come out again. I'm going to leave it there. I mustn't forget to do the disclaimer. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please, Spirit, help as much as you can. Please help her mum. Please help her mum find some peace in all of this. So thank you, Spirit, for helping or assisting. I hope I've interpreted things as well as I can. So to everyone else, thank you for watching. It means a lot. And have a wonderful morning, noon or evening, wherever you are across the world. Take care. Bye.